In 1856, in a small village in Croatia, a boy was born who would one day power the world. His name was Nikola Tesla. By 30, he had already invented something that would change everything. Alternating current, the system that every power grid on Earth still runs on today. Before Tesla, the world ran on Edison's direct current. It couldn't travel more than a mile from its source. Tesla offered Edison a better system. Edison promised him $50,000. Tesla delivered. Edison never paid. So Tesla quit. He found a different backer, George Westinghouse, and together they launched the War of Currents. In 1893, Tesla lit the Chicago World's Fair. 100,000 people saw AC electricity for the first time. Then, in 1896, Tesla's system powered Niagara Falls. The entire eastern seaboard ran on his design. The most powerful waterfall on the continent, converted into electricity, transmitted hundreds of miles. By one man's idea. He was the most important inventor alive. And he had almost no money. Tesla lived at the Waldorf Astoria. Expensive tastes. A vision so large no one understood what it would cost. While his debts grew, his ideas did too. He was already dreaming of something beyond AC power. In 1899, he built a laboratory in Colorado Springs, far from investors, alone with his certainty. He generated artificial lightning visible 100 miles away. He believed he could transmit electricity through the Earth itself. Not through wires, through the Earth, to anyone, anywhere, for free. Think about that. Free electricity, every home, every country. Since 1902. Comment below. To build his dream, Tesla needed money. And there was only one place in America where that money lived. J.P. Moegan, the most powerful banker in American history, the man who had personally saved the US economy twice. Moegan controlled US Steel, General Electric, the railroads. He did not fund experiments, he funded certainties. Tesla went to Moegan with a proposal, a wireless communications tower that would circle the globe. March 1901. Moegan signs $150,000 for 51% of Tesla's patents. Everything he had ever built. Everything he would ever build. Construction began immediately on Long Island, Shoreham, New York, a 187-foot tower with a 55-ton mushroom dome. Iron roots, 120 feet into the earth, built to send electricity around the planet without a single wire. Then, 4 months after construction began, a rival named Marconi sent the first wireless signal across the Atlantic. Marconi beat Tesla to the signal. In Moegan's eyes, the project was already dead. Tesla went back to Moegan. He needed more money, and he revealed what he had hidden from the beginning. Not just wireless communication, wireless electricity, free power for the entire planet. Moegan looked at the numbers, then said the one thing Tesla couldn't answer. There is no way to put a meter on it. If you can't charge for it, you can't build a business. And if you can't build a business, Moegan was not interested. Tesla had signed over half of everything he would ever invent. No leverage, no other investor, no way back. This is what Tesla built in Colorado Springs. Man-made lightning. Electricity without wires, without a grid. He believed the Earth could carry the current, that every person on the planet could tap into it. No bill, no meter, no middleman. He had given Moegan 51% of every patent he owned to get here. And Moegan saw one problem, not that it wouldn't work, that it would, and that no one could charge for it. This was not a technical dispute. This was one man deciding what the future would cost, and who would pay for it. With Moegan's refusal, the money ran out. Tesla mortgaged the Wardenclyffe property just to pay his bills. Then a second mortgage. His debts compounded. The tower stood. The dream did not. This is J.P. Moegan, the actual man. Here is what history gets wrong. Moegan did not kill free electricity out of greed. The truth is harder. Tesla had lied to him. He sold Moegan a wireless communications tower. What he was building was a global free energy system, And he never told Moegan that was the plan. When Moegan found out, he stopped funding it. Not because he feared what it would do, because the man he trusted with $150,000 had concealed the entire purpose from him. The tragedy of Tesla is not one villain. It is a genius who could not navigate the world that money built. If you had been Moegan, knowing what you know now, would you have given him the money? In 1906, Tesla abandoned Wardenclyffe. His architect, Stanford White, had been murdered. His workers had left. Tesla suffered a breakdown. He wrote to Moegan again, letter after letter. Moegan never replied. His letters grew desperate. He offered more patents, more percentages. Moegan already held 51% of everything. He needed nothing. By 1910, the property was in foreclosure, and by 1917, the tower was sold for scrap. Dynamite brought it down. The most ambitious structure in American history, demolished to pay a hotel bill. The dream died on a Tuesday in 1917. No announcement, no ceremony, just dynamite. Tesla spent the next 2 decades moving between hotels, writing, theorizing, building nothing. His final address was room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker, bills paid by Westinghouse, out of loyalty. He was still writing, still thinking, still building things in his mind that the world had no money for. The hotel maid found him, dead, alone, at 86. Three days after his death, the FBI seized every paper in his room, every notebook, every diagram. Tesla was an American citizen. It did not matter. The government sent a scientist named John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, to evaluate the papers. His verdict, primarily speculative, of no significant value. That same year, the Supreme Court upheld Tesla's radio patents. Marconi had built his empire on Tesla's work. Tesla was vindicated. He had been dead for 6 months. The wireless charger on your desk, the Wi-Fi in your walls, the satellite signal above your head. All of it traces back to what Tesla was building. In 1901, the world runs on his ideas. Elon Musk named his car company Tesla. The irony, Tesla himself died broke, while his technology was worth billions. He was not wrong about the technology. He was not wrong about the future. He was wrong about one thing, that the truth of an idea is enough to make it real. The ideas that change the world don't always survive the world they were born into. He invented the electrical grid, the radio, wireless power. He died alone, and a committee called it speculative. The grid that powers your world was built by a man the world forgot. Every city, every light, every device charging on your nightstand, his system, his patents, his work. How many ideas like this have we already lost? Not because they were wrong, but because no one could profit from them. Comment below.